Alright. I have literally no IDs for content, and I've been obsessed with this game, so, like, Inscryption, but, like, I'm ranking the cards. And I'm just gonna get this one out of the way first, because I shouldn't even have to explain myself. And, where's Mantis God? I also shouldn't have to explain myself with that one. This card's honestly kind of bad if it's just a random card every time you see it. Or every time you draw it, because, like, you need consistency with this game if you want to win. Mantis. Okay, I'm not going in order, obviously, if you couldn't already tell. Mantis, I'm gonna put in A tier. It's a good card. It's honestly pretty good. Mantis God's obviously better, but, like, you know. The Wolf Cub, I'm gonna put in. Actually, both the normal wolves, I'm gonna put in B. And I'm also gonna put the Gek in A. The wolves, the Wolf Cub is just very if you can protect it, it's very reliable. It's a very reliable and easy to use wolf. So yeah, Stunted Wolf, I'm actually gonna put there because it's just a better wolf. And by better, I mean it costs less to play, and you obviously can just raise the Stunted Wolf's power. What's next? What do I want to do next? Amoeba. No. Alrighty. Black Goat. Easy A. The ability to save cards and space is just way too good to pass up. And I take it like I find myself taking Black Goats a lot. Warren, I'm also gonna drop in A. Having a free rabbit is nice. The Cockroach, S tier. It's a pretty strong card, especially for its cost and sigil. Or not especially for its sigil, but especially for its cost. Hand Tentacle and Belt Tentacle, I'm gonna put in A and S respectively. Where's the Belt Tentacle? There it is. And then Mirror Tentacle. Where's Mirror Tentacle? I'm sorry, this is so unprofessional. I'm not an Inscryption pro, and I also never do this. Mirror Tentacle, I'm putting in C because it's only really good if it's opposing something, and even then, it can't do shit on this guy's Act 1 Stoat, B. Casey's Mod Stoat, C. Casey's Mod Stoat is honestly is just a worse bullfrog. However, when I use that starter deck, I just essentially Pelt Louse. Honestly, A. I'm putting the Pelt Louse in A, honestly. Why am I putting the Pelt Louse in A? Because, for those who don't know, if you place a Pelt down, the Pelt Louse will go onto any free spot, assuming there is a free spot, when you play a Pelt, when you have a Pelt Louse. And that's just really good. And it's basically just, the wiki says it's a defensive Gek. So yeah. Reuploading, on the other hand, for as powerful as it is, I'm putting it in C tier because it's so hard to play without Black Goats. And Mothman, I'm going to put in low B because I'm actually going to get down to low B. Mothman, I'm putting it in low B because you do have to wait 2 turns for it to actually make itself useful. Cuckoo, I'm putting in S. This is not up to date. Cuckoo is just, it's very useful, especially with its sigil. And Magpie is also really, really useful, even with its stats. What's next? Turkey Vulture. I shouldn't have to explain myself. It's an 8 card. It's a 3/3 card that costs 8 bones. I shouldn't have to explain myself. Direwolf Pup, I'm honestly gonna put in high B, and Direwolf, I'm gonna put in low A. Because the Direwolf pup is honestly pretty good, and the direwolf is obviously amazing. Stinkbug and actually, Stinkbug I'm gonna put in high C, and Skunk I'm gonna put in low C. Actually, no, I'm gonna put Skunk in mid C. Stinky is just a really good sigil to have. And, yeah. I never used Beaver in Gauss, so I wouldn't know personally directly from experience. However, from what I know, Beaver in D and Douse was Douse. Douse in B. Now, I'm putting Douse in B because from what I've seen, when his bells are destroyed, the attacks when it was right, can be really, really good. Especially if the bells in Douse have sharp quills. Also, I'm dropping D, shouldn't have to explain myself. Ouroboros, I'm gonna put in high A. Actually, Hodag, I'm gonna put in high A as well. Permanently keeping the stats it gains when he dies or kills things is just way too good. And then Wolverine, I'm gonna put in low B. Pack Rat. Actually, I'm gonna put Pack Rat in high A. Actually, like he says it himself, they're always useful. Lambegear, how do you pronounce that? Lambegear, I'm gonna pronounce it like that. Lambegear, honestly, high D, honestly. Obviously it gets better the more times. Edie Jack, I shouldn't have to explain myself. Great Kraken. Great Kraken's a high C, honestly. Because its sigil isn't as bad as the Kingfisher River Underwater. Speaking of the River Cat is getting put in low B. Many Lives is a really, really good sigil to have. Especially on something like a Black Go. A Black Go having many lives is really good. Mole Man, shouldn't have to explain myself. Mole, Ringworm is honestly low C. And I'm putting it that high because it has the trait of killing the survivors when they eat it. So, if you're playing Mantis God deck, it's a really good idea to just have them devour the Ringworm and just free upgrades later in the run. Adder, high D. Sure, Touch of Death is pretty good, but yeah. Long Elk is another card I've never really used, so I wouldn't know where to rank it, but from the sigils and stats it has, I'm gonna put it in high C. So yeah. Amalgam. Amalgam's honestly going in high B. It's pretty good. Hydra's going in S. Shouldn't have to explain myself. Raccoon's another card I've never really used all that much. It's good with bone decks, which I personally don't really use. I'm gonna put it in high D. Red Heart's another card. On the surface, it could seem really, really good because when you initially play it, it has 2 damage. However, on the next turn, it will have no damage. It will be a 0-2, and sometimes you just won't be able to sacrifice anything to power it up. So I'm gonna put that in high. Tadpole, I'm gonna put in low D. Bullfrogs generally are pretty useless, which also I'm gonna put the Bullfrog in low D as well. But while Mighty Leap is kind of really good, actually. While Mighty Leap is really good, Bullfrogs are never used. Raven and Raven Eggs go in mid-main. They're decent. And the Sparrow goes in low C. Alpha honestly goes in low S, maybe high A. Actually, yeah, no, high A. The ability to power up the cards next to it can be really good at times. Coinium, I'm not complaining at all. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put ants in low S. Actually, no, ants are going in mid A. Ants are only good if your deck is like built around them. And most of the time, you're probably not going to build your deck around ants. So. Red Bull? Red Bull? I didn't know I had these. Wild Bull. Honestly, I see. Its sigil is it's just a bull. Bloodhound, low B, honestly. Yeah, its sigil is really good for defense, but like, other than that, Pronghorn, I'm gonna put in low A. Mainly because of bifurcated strike. If it didn't have bifurcated strike, I would put it a lot lower. Moose Buck, high B. Same goes for Grizzlies and Great Whites go low A. And I'm only putting them in low A because their cost is just atrocious. Mealworm, high C. It's pretty good. Like, its sigil is honestly not even awful. It's just like using it to power all your cards and sacrificing it. It's good. Elk Fawn, I'm gonna put in mid B. And that's because it's just decent. It's not bad, it's not the best, it's decent. Child 13. So what this card does is, whenever you sacrifice it, it cycles between being dormant and awake. In my opinion, this card goes mid-B. Higher than the cat. But like, you gotta make sure to be aware of when it's awake. Beehives go in low A and bees go right next to it. Corpse Maggots go in mid-A. They can be really good, especially on bosses like the Prospector. Specifically the Prospector. Porcupine goes in mid-B. Its sigil is pretty damn good. Skink also goes in mid-B. Rattler, for the same reason as the Turkey Vulture. River Snapper, you shouldn't have to explain myself. Rat King, honestly, getting more bones from it is really nice. The Bat, I never use it. Field Mouse, Fecundity obviously not gets nerfed in games, So yeah, this was really stupid. I'm never doing this again.